Hello everyone, today I make Durian Mung bean mooncakes. They are very fluffy, the stuffing is velvety, my son absolutely loves it. Welcome to SaigoncookTravel. I am Saigon Cook. On this channel I share with you everything I know, so please subscribe for your support. Thank you. I have 200 grams of mung bean without the skin, and I soak overnight. You can soak 2 hours, and the next day I took out and rinsed, and I put the water in the pot together with the mung bean, and I cook until it's tender. You notice that I stir occasionally to prevent sticking at the bottom. Now I have half a cup sugar, 200 grams of durian, tablespoons of rice flour for binding. I blend the dough, and then now I put on the pot saucepan to cook them until it forming a base.
That's it.
Stop.
And you can make when it's like this, you can squeeze in your hand and it's don't unravel. Now I go to make the dough. There are 2 kinds of doughs in this cake. For this cake, the first is oil dough. Normally the Chinese, they will do the pork fat, but in the recent day, they make with oil. So 1 cup of oil and 2¾ cups of all-purpose flour. Now you just mix it and let it set aside. Now I make a water dough. 1 cup of oil again, 1 cup of warm water, 2/3 cup of sugar, you can add a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of salt, but I found that the salt doesn't do good for the kidneys, so I omitted it. Then 5 cups and a half of all-purpose flour, and you just mix until it comes together, and I will put on the surface to knead it a little bit so that they form a ball. I noticed that someone might not like durian, but we are in the family, we adore it. It's so expensive to buy, but when it's in the season, absolutely we will buy 1 big fruit for me and 1 big fruit for my son. No sharing, because it's so good. I feel so sorry for someone who couldn't eat it. The smell very pungent at first, but when you can eat the fruit, it becomes smell so good. That's funny. Yeah, I love it. My son love it, and most Asian people love it, and they are not cheap at all, especially in America. Now you can see that I put on the counter and try to knead a little bit so that the dough become a ball. I take advantage of you watching me doing this, and I say thank you for stopping by. You know, make video is not easy. You need to go shopping, you need to plan, you need to cook, you need to bake, then you need to clean up, and then you need to edit your video and publish all of these things. But I have the passion. I like to cook, I like to bake, and I like to help people. Before I spend money and time, effort to go to the school to learn, now with the help of media, you can watch it at home for free. So I don't hold back. I share everything I know. So please share my video, like my video, and subscribe. Thank you. Now I set aside the 2 doughs for now, and I take the mung bean out and make balls. They become stuffing for the cakes. You can see you can do this on the day you make cake, or you do the day before. I prefer to do it the day before because it's not so much steps, so much stuff you need to work for one day. Now I'm combine the 2 doughs together. The water dough will be 35 grams, and the water dough will be 50 grams, and the inside dough will be 25. And first I am roll the water dough down to make it around like this, and I put one oil dough inside and I wrap them up. You can see this technique, you wrap just like you make a dumpling, a Chinese dumpling, a hakao, a dumplings. When it's inside, then you roll it out again to thin, very thin, and then you roll it into a roll. This cake, if you will, it will be like a Asian puff pastry. With the puff pastry, you put the butter inside the dough. With this one, you put the oil dough inside the dough. So when you have puff pastry, you have many layers. Same thing here. When you make this cake, you will have the layers of dough. Now after I roll out the dough with the oil dough inside, I make it thin again and fold it into tray. After that, I take one piece of it, roll out on the surface and make a thin sheet. You can see the dough already start flaky. make sure that you roll wide enough to hold your stuffing. So my dough, the water dough is 50 grams. The oil dough is 25, and my stuffing is 35. And you can see it's plenty of room with my dough so that the stuffing stay inside. Very good. You need that because when this cake, they normally press down to make that shape. So when you press down, if you don't secure at the bottom, your stuffing will ooze out. You will see what I mean because I make one for you now for you to see. See, it's like that. You press down. This is the shape, typical shape people will make for this cake. And you press down and you check at the back, you see. If you didn't do well, the stuffing coming out. Alright, now I transfer my cakes onto the baking sheet. I preheated the oven at 330 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will bake for 25 minutes. So after it's baked, I will turn off the oven and leave the pastry inside the oven for 10 minutes more. Normally this cake, the Chinese will stamp their shop name or patterns on top with the red dye or food coloring. But I refuse to do that because I don't like any chemical to eat. So I left it out. Actually, I bought a beet so that I prepare to stamp the pastry with the beet juice, but I had too much work to do, so I decide to leave it out. So this is the result. I invited you to have a taste test with me. You can see the dough flaky, many layers, and the stuffing velvety smooth. And I ate taste test, very nice. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon at the next video. I have a lot of videos and a lot of sharing on of my experience with you. Hope you like it. Thank you. Bye bye.